Hello everyone, I am Matthew Thomas with Super Cool Radio. My guest at this time just released a killer new album entitled Truth Sells and is our first band ever from Wisconsin. Please welcome the Almas.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
What's up?
And making up the Almas, we have Crystal on vocals, Frank on lead guitar, Josh on rhythm guitar, Chris on bass, and Andrew on drums.
Just chilling.
He's not praying anymore.
Glad he's not yawning. I hope I'm not that boring.
Sorry, I did not get lost. Long day.
Too many energy drinks last night.
Mm-hmm.
Playing Mario Party.
And Mario Party, yeah.
Gotta switch to decaf after a while.
No.
Hey, let's kick this off with a fun question I got for you guys. If you can only listen to one band's whole discography, who are you listening to?
Oh.
Frank, you want
I know Frank's answer.
Oh, it's not going to be AC/DC. I can only take the drums for so long. Oh, man.
I'm starting off swinging with this question.
Yeah, that sucks.
Maybe. For me, maybe Hinder. Hinder or a band called Every Avenue. It's not very well known, but it's one of my favorite bands.
Man, I don't know.
You probably Green Day.
For me, it's probably gonna be Green Day. Yeah,
Green Day.
I take a lot of inspiration from there.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to go on the Hinder one, too. Yeah,
Hinder?
yeah. I love Hinder. So.
Me it's Angels and Airwaves.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Big
Yeah.
influence.
And me, probably a band called Beast in Black.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
good one.
I'm gonna check them out. I'm not familiar.
You should. They're
Yeah.
very excellent.
Very rockin' band from Sweden.
Really?
Or no, not Sweden, Finland.
Finland, yep.
Oh, you disgraced them.
So it's right, Hagstrom's
That's
from
like
there.
saying that we're from
Hagstrom's are from there. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where I was going to go with that.
From Minnesota, not Wisconsin. That's where you're
That's
going
like
for.
the Almas from Minnesota.
Yeah.
From Illinois.
All right. So now switching back to the Almas now out of Wisconsin. There hasn't been any live shows, performances. How have you guys been staying busy?
Well, we recorded a new album. That's what we did.
We had to write it first.
Yeah, we wrote it. Basically, we were on tour in the early part of 2020, and it got canceled because of COVID. And then right around that time, we were supposed to record the album anyway, so we took a little extra time to really focus in on the album and the songs and things like that. And yeah, we wound up recording, and that's it.
Yeah, that was 2020.
Yeah, that was 2020 for us.
Yeah, we played here and there, but everything is mostly closed down,
Yeah.
so not much opportunity to go out.
Yeah, we would do like a one-off show to Oklahoma,
Or
just because we
Kansas.
wanted to get back out on the road and just take a drive, honestly. So we just kind of did it. So
Yeah, you guys are supposed to have a show in South Bend, where I'm from, and ultimately it did get canceled.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one day I will see you guys live.
Well, do we have an Indiana show coming up
We
on the
do.
tour in March?
At the end of our March tour. Let me see if I
we're coming
have the date.
in March.
Let's see.
She'll get the date for you.
This is for now. Hopefully everything works out well, but we're looking at Indianapolis on April 1st. So
I might be there.
Good, yeah.
Yes.
We'll be posting all the tour dates actually coming up. We just have to update the flyer because we just got confirmation on most of the dates. So
Yep.
we'll be posting that up very soon, actually. I think the beginning of February.
Yep, either the first or second week of February, we'll be posting all our dates.
Yep. So
And
we're getting out
tour, thanks to Blind Anxiety Entertainment. Big shout out to James. He has been so much help and just an incredible person to work with. So
Suck
definitely
up.
appreciate. I'm the main contact with him, so I just really enjoy working with him personally. But it's helpful not having to book tours ourselves right now, because back in 2019 we did a whole month tour, touring the entire U.S. That was
2 months.
the beginning of
Wait,
was a whole month thanks to this guy right here, we decided to go on tour, and he was just like, all right, well, where? And we're like, well, U.S., but wherever you can do, let's maybe try where all 4 corners. So he comes literally with 4 shows in every corner of the U.S. within the span of a month, and he was like, all right, so let's fill it in.
And the band, we've never canceled a show or rescheduled. If we commit, we're committed. And so we were kind of committed to those 4 shows, so we had to make it work. And that's like kind of kickstarted our whole tour life thing. And now that's kind of just what we do now. Yeah.
And like you mentioned, a 2-monther at the end of 2019 we did, which we also booked ourselves. So, that was 2019 was a good year.
Yeah. So it's nice to be working. Nice to be working with other people now and outsourcing some of the stuff so we can focus more on performances and bringing an excellent live show to people. So we're not worried about booking and junk like that. So.
Yeah. No, for sure. All the paperwork aside, you guys can just rock and tour and have fun. I believe in 2019, you guys did some shows with my friends Elsie Binx, I want to say.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, what a coinky dink.
Hey.
Suck up.
Yeah.
It was almost as if we knew you were going to bring them up.
Yeah. We didn't know that, by the way.
Yeah, we didn't.
Internet.
No.
Yeah. None of this was planned. It's not like I have questions here or anything. But yes, no, they're really awesome. I've actually only got to see them live twice for like how much I really like them. I've only seen them live twice, but they're super nice people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
They're cool cats.
And now, switching back to you guys, how did the Almas come together as a band, and how did you choose the name Almas?
All right, so here's the whole story. Basically, we formed. I was working with another band at the time, and we were looking for a lead singer, and the lead singer didn't quite work out with the other band, so I left to work on a project with her called the Almas. And at the time, I had really liked her vibe and her quote-unquote soul, so the idea came that we would name the band the Almas, which means soul in Spanish. And since then, we've parted ways with that singer, and now we have Crystal. And then, actually, I'm the only original member to that band, so all these guys are new.
Yeah.
More or less. Well, Josh is pretty damn close to one of the original members.
He's pretty old.
He's pretty old. But yeah, that's how that all came up. So.
Very nice, very cool. And I know you guys, as you said, been working on a brand new album, which I have a physical copy right here.
Man. Oh, yeah.
It is True Sales. I'm working on my review right now.
Awesome.
How was it writing and recording this album? Because I really enjoy it.
All right, who wants to answer that one? I'm done talking.
Andrew, you want to talk for a change?
It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of burritos. That's what.
A lot of burritos. The taco truck outside the recording studio.
I also think before we get into the recording part, the writing part, we are the place where we normally practice is an old Catholic school, and because of the restrictions in 2020. The archdiocese said that nobody could be at the school. So that's where we have our whole we have the whole second floor. It's a gym. They have a stage and everything. So we have our huge PA set up. We go over. We're extra with everything. But now, but then we couldn't go there anymore. So, and we're trying to write this album. So what we ended up doing is moving all of our stuff into Frank's garage, and we ended up writing the album in Frank's garage. So kind of like took it back to those rock and roll roots of garage rock.
Yeah, straight up garage rock band album.
So it was all that album was written in Frank's garage.
Yeah.
Little garage rock.
Literally,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah. The recording was awesome.
Yeah. One of with this album in particular, the last album of Back to Bad, we wanted to be as raw as possible without adding any kind of synth or extra effects that we couldn't do live. This album, we set out to produce it, not in a sense where it's like so much electronic stuff that we could never pull it off. The idea is that if you stripped away any of the strings or violins or anything like that, you would have, in essence, still a rock song. And so that's what we have. So we have these like essential rock songs, and we just color them with added stuff, but it never really takes away from the trueness of the individual songs. And so we're trying to integrate that into our performance in a sense. Like if we had strings on there, we're using some different guitar effects and things like that to sort of recreate a string effect, but without having tracks or anything like that. So yeah, it's kind of all, I don't know, it's creative. The whole thing is very creative. Yeah, so that was fun.
And for you guys, this was your second album, right?
Yeah,
Second full
this is
length.
the
Yeah,
This was
second.
my first.
yeah, with the band.
This was my first with the band, which was really cool.
And the other thing too, Josh and I tend to be tone snobs when it comes to our guitars. So what we did for every album, we literally used different guitar heads, different cabinets, a different mixture of speakers, different guitars to create the sounds that we did. But even though we didn't color it with effects, we literally just used the different placement of mics, we mic'd them up differently. That's why we got different sounds. Like, yeah, it's all organic, so that's how we get that organic rock sound. It's just,
every song
it's no bullshit.
Every song is different too.
Yeah.
So it's not like one stale sounding thing the whole time.
Right.
It can get kind of redundant, but this was a lot nicer, and it was a lot of fun too, because we're playing around and tinkering. That's mine and Frank's favorite thing to do. So it was a lot of fun, and our producer was great too. Erica Cherry Pit was just perfect.
Yeah, brought in all of the Marshalls. He was like, we're going to have fun with this.
Yeah.
12 strings, vintage acoustics, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so.
Cool.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of fun. I think you guys really kind of expanded on your sound from, like, as you said, Back to Bad and your earlier music. I think it's really just an expansion of that. I think it's some great rock music. Honestly, my favorite is Hellraiser. You guys come out swinging right off the top.
That's sweet.
Yeah. I mean, and I personally like the fact that, we can be a hard rock band, and our standard sound is just overall organic rock. But at the same time, we all kind of have different musical tastes that we like, that we all bring to the table. Like, Angels and Airwaves was mentioned, Green Day. For me, I mentioned Every Avenue, which most people don't even know what that is, but it's basically just like alternative. We've got your 80s sound and more of like your kind of like metal / Tool's another band that kind of goes with Chris. But
there's cool funk on there too.
Yeah. Very funky.
Yeah.
But it's nice that you can take someone who's really into country music and they can find a song on our album. Like my dad, for instance, can still listen to our album even though we're not a country band.
Yeah.
So
the idea,
nice.
At first we were trying to we had thought of writing a cohesive album where each song was very, I don't want to say similar, but they all kind of flowed and worked together was the idea. And then, in modern times, it's really all about the singles game, it's all about, single hits here and singles there. So we're like, screw it. We're just going to write songs, and whatever sounds good, we're going to do it. And that's kind of how the album came to be. And of course, it still has the tone of the Almas and things like that. We have a distinct sound, I think. And that carries into the different styles that we do, but it breaks it up. It keeps the album kind of fresh, in my opinion.
Yeah, and on top of that, for this album, we wrote probably close to 20 songs.
Yeah.
So there's 20 songs worth of material that we have written for this album, but we only chose 11 of them.
Yep.
Because we felt that those were our strongest ones at that point. We'll probably go back and, we've done this before. We'll go back to our songs that we hadn't finished, and we'll just take pieces from it and put it in this new song we're writing.
Yep.
And then vice versa. So we can kind of like still use those songs maybe in the future.
Yeah. Hellraiser, I think that opening riff, Josh, that was like 4 years old.
That was a song called Aggressive, I think.
Yeah.
That we wrote with our old singer.
Yeah.
Before Chris was in the band, almost 4 years ago.
Yeah. And we finally
did it in Hellraiser.
And part of that song, Aggressive, we took a part of that song and actually used it in our song Anti-Everything, which is on the Back to Bad album. So we have all these like sections of songs that we still have floating around, and we just kind of grab and take and rewrite and rebuild, and
giant jigsaw puzzle.
It's a jigsaw.
It's a jigsaw puzzle.
That is a good way of putting it. I think Sin City, I think that was released, I want to say like 2019, I want to say. It's been out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The demo version per se. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which is pretty similar to the album version. It's hella similar. except for the drums.
Or-
So it makes it studio version right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the drums are fresh.
Good job.
I'm getting too old.
We're
for
not
this
allowed
shit.
to compliment the drummer.
That's true.
He's still the new guy, so
Yeah.
you got to give him some stuff.
We forgot to start the hazing process.
Oh, we never did haze him.
No,
I'll
he
kill you
Never
guys.
too late.
he joined
Never
the
too late to
band.
start.
Hmm?
No, I said never too late to start.
Oh, I know.
Right?
Never.
We've got a tour coming up, so
Yeah.
All right, so for True Selves,
this is good luck to us.
Yeah.
for True Selves, anyone who has not listened to it yet, what can they expect from the album?
Variety.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good one.
Variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of songs sound different than other songs, and you're not going to hear one that sounds exactly like another one. And it's
Yeah.
a good mix.
Big choruses, big guitars,
Yes.
Head banging.
Big
head
guitars.
bang. It's banging.
But if you like the softer stuff, we do have some of those songs too. So,
Yeah.
And those are still banging.
some of my favorites to play actually. So,
Banging.
Even some of the more like mellow songs, like they start off mellow, but like by the end, it's still like a rock song. So
yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, it's pretty
We
much
get
what they always
bored,
come up.
man. Like, it's what happens. No.
I've really enjoyed listening to it. I've been listening to it all week in my car, in my house. I've been listening to it. I've really enjoyed it. The True
We'll
Self.
appreciate
So
it. Thank you,
Thank you.
Matthew.
it's out. It's on their store right now. So make sure to check it out. I know I love it. You guys will. So make sure. I'm gonna hold it up one more time because I really like the cover. How'd you guys come up with the cover?
So,
My wife is actually our photographer, and she did all of the album artwork. So all of the artwork on the album are actual photos taken by her, and then we did the editing to make it all fit and work properly with the sizes that we needed. And so she did this album, and she did our previous one back to back. So all the photography on that one and this one is all done by her.
yeah.
Yeah, so what we did to get the True Cells on the TV, we wound up that's an old school like analog TV, man. So we had to get all these conversions and everything to hook up a DVD player to it at the very least. And we designed the artwork, put it on a DVD, and played it, and then put it on the screen, and then we took a picture of the screen. And actually, it's the elevator room of the school we practice in, and it's on the ground. We just use lighting, and that's kind of how we did the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Because we wanted something that was, I don't know, sort of, I don't want to say political, but something that makes you think. When you see Truth Sells, you're like, it's about time we get some truth,
Thought-provoking.
Thought-provoking, thank you.
Mhm.
And we still wanted, we wanted the grungy look. We wanted you to think about it, but we also made it, comic book to, signify that it's still fun. We kind of want to incorporate all those things in one picture, and that's kind of what came up.
Using some old school technology with analog TV and DVDs. Like some people don't even know what that is.
All analog.
Right.
All analog.
Honestly, the whole idea with True Sells too
Find
is,
an analog DVD
with the band when it comes to writing everything, we're trying to be as honest to ourselves as possible because that's what the audience and the people deserve is just true honesty. You don't want it colored with all this stuff with a bunch of editing and things like that. So we try to carry that mindset into everything we do even when it comes into pictures. Yeah, we could take a picture of the TV and then Photoshop something on it. No, stuff takes time. And I think that's what the world needs is more time and care taken into things to really produce some decent art that isn't just hodgepodge together and, you get your generic guitar sounds from your software, we try to do things as real as possible. And I think people gravitate towards that. So
Yeah. And fun quick on the back side and on the inside, you also see like us on a couch. So like we back in the day we bought this couch at
That's
random. And we decided to incorporate that in the CD. So we went to Burlington, Wisconsin. We went to a parking garage and put like a living room setup on the roof.
Yep.
And then Josh's wife, Brandy, just took photos of us
Yeah,
up there. It was freezing cold, but it was a lot of fun.
that's on top roof of a parking garage.
In November.
In November.
Yeah,
And Crystal,
in Wisconsin.
and Crystal got hit on a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had random 12-year-olds on
Skater punks.
skateboards and
No, they were on
Scooters.
scooters.
Yeah, they were on
Okay?
scooters.
Scooter died.
They're not cool enough to be skaters. All right.
They were obnoxious, and they were just watching us with this photo shoot, and they kept
Yeah.
asking for my number and hitting on
Yeah,
me.
it was something.
You
No.
know you're really cool when you got a scooter.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I need a scooter now. Same.
But also, like, hey, there's a bunch of people setting up a furniture set here in November on a parking lot. So, I mean, I would be intrigued
Right?
too.
Yeah.
The police were aware of it. They were totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
So-
cool with it.
So they were like, okay, we'll ignore any calls to this parking lot.
Yeah.
On a
So
couch and a Mustang and
yeah,
Yeah.
van and everything for a living room.
yeah, it's,
Yeah, we made sure to talk to the cops earlier and be like, hey, is this cool if we come?
Yeah.
Like, maybe we'd have a generator for power, but other than that,
So really we try everything we do, we try to do it like that. You know, we try to do the real thing, if at all possible. You know, it's harder work, but it's a story and it's fun. That's what makes it fun, is just doing those things. So
It sounds like you guys had a lot of fun. You know, slip the cops a 22 for they look the other way.
yeah, exactly, man.
promise not to blow off fireworks on the roof.
Yeah.
We'll just give him a 50 in that case.
Well, it sounds like you guys had a great time, and also props for committing to doing a photo shoot outside in November in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It was windy too.
It was
It was
windy.
cold. Oh man, that sucked.
It was cold.
Yeah, Josh was a baby. We almost didn't have him in all of the photos. I'm out there in like a tank top and leather pants that are thinner than.
Man, I'm,
Josh was in the van. He was like, just let me know when the photos are about to be taken.
Yeah, it was great.
He's like, I'll move it if you tell me, otherwise I'm staying warm.
Mhm.
Which it's actually really smart. But
Yeah, I mean, I was the smart one in this situation for once.
You gotta have one diva in the group, so.
and it's surprisingly not the girl.
He
I'm the diva.
said it.
You're
You're
the
the diva.
I do sleep.
We have the new dubbed princess of the band.
Oh.
Darn.
That's
That's
courtesy of Super Cool Radio.
Yeah.
Hope everyone is enjoying my interview with the Almas. Now, here is a preview for their song Toxic. This is featured off their Truth Sells album, which is available on all streaming services, and you can purchase a physical copy as well. So here is Toxic. So I've heard a rumor that you guys are working on some new shirt designs. Any hints on what's coming up?
Yes, fine. We'll give you one of them. We'll give you one of them. So every show I do this speech. It's about Rock to Stop 22. It's about raising awareness about the suicide and our returning home veterans. And the story goes that there was this radio station that wouldn't support this event in Illinois, and and we found out they felt the word veteran was too political. Right? It had a political agenda, and so I tell this story every fucking show, and at the end of it, I say we tell this story across the United States and make people aware about Rock to Stop 22 and these piece of shit radio motherfuckers. Quoted. And I say that every damn show. And so now we have on our new shirt, one of them says piece of shit radio motherfucker on it. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had enough fans come up and be like, hey, make it a shirt.
Yep.
And
So we did it.
so we're like, all right.
And
So,
then we commissioned who was it, Deviant, or who was the artist that did our new shirt?
Ew.
Or who was it?
Well, Deviant is one of the websites we were looking at, but
Well, either way, we commissioned an artist to make another shirt design of ours. It's very very 80s retro for our song Ain't That Bad. So we'll eventually be showing those off, the designs coming up soon. So
I'm looking forward to it. I do like the one shirt. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And plus, the new shirt you guys are working on that's apparently top secret right now. So until then,
Yeah.
well,
It's not as in your face as the piece of shit radio, motherfucker.
I mean,
one,
honestly, if
but-
somebody saw that on a shirt, like if I saw that, I would buy it just because it says motherfucker. I don't even care.
that's a
'Cause I-
selling point right there.
Right, exactly. And then like, there's another shirt that says that I wear on stage. It says I don't give a fuck tonight. That's my favorite shirt, just because it has the word fuck in it. So I was like,
You
well,
can see how mature we all are because that's his favorite
We're all
word.
10.
yeah, yeah,
Fitting that the 12-year-old hit on Crystal then.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
Hey, I'm not 10 years old.
I'm still 10.
I'm free.
Times 3. Yeah.
All sounds very cool, and I'm looking forward to it.
I was cussing away.
Yeah, Frank broke that wall right there.
My bad. Sorry, internet.
Hey, this is uncensored. I don't care.
Thank God.
Cool.
Fucking A.
It's like good. Otherwise, he just gave you a lot of
I
editing.
know. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I just made so much work for this guy.
No, I'm lazy with editing, so it's gonna fly. I don't really mind. I just put a little explicit next to it. I don't care.
Perfect. Our shirts would say explicit on it.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. Just parental advisory
Right
on
on the
shirt.
shirt. Oh my God, that'd be great. Okay.
cool question for you guys. What music have you been listening to this week?
Andrew, you go first.
A lot of Polyphia.
Yo,
A lot of
Right
Polyphia.
on.
Yeah, I just showed them the guitar riff to Champagne, and it's so good.
It's just they're
It's-
gods of guitar.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been listening to.
I've been listening to Dinosaur Pile Up.
Yes.
Dinosaur Pile
Celebrity Mansions, their new record. came
Yeah, that's a
last
good
year.
one.
So good. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been listening to. Literally on repeat.
Chris.
I've been listening to Within Temptation a lot.
Yes.
Really good too.
Yeah. Crystal.
I haven't really been listening to the radio. I've been playing a lot of video games.
Video game music.
There you go. Sims.
Yeah, whatever Sims.
Yeah.
Music
Killer
is.
OST.
Andrew.
Yeah,
Andrew,
music.
Andrew showed us a band called Enter Shikari,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of that. And then on Sirius XM, they have like 80s on 8 or 70 on 7. I've been listening to like everything between the 50s and 80s during work. Like it's just a lot of doo-wop lately.
Doo-wop.
Yeah, like a lot
I
of
like that. I like the dual stuff.
yeah, just a lot of oldies rock and roll, man. I don't know. It was upbeat and fun, and we were talking about writing, starting to write some new stuff, and we're talking about we need something fun, and in that older rock and roll stuff, it's fun. We need a little more
bouncy.
little more bouncy grooving. Right?
Happy, bouncy music.
Yeah,
Is that the title for the next album?
yeah, pretty much.
Right?
We're
Yeah.
already,
Bouncing and grooving.
we haven't even toured on this one. We're like, yeah, let's write a new one.
That's the title of the new album. Bouncy Groove.
Bouncy grooving. Oh my
Bouncy
God.
grooving.
Dude, it's gonna be you on a trampoline. Boom. Album cover.
Perfect.
Covered in Crisco.
Covering
No.
Crisco.
Sick.
And glitter.
We're gonna have to put explicit just tattooed on his belly.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Honestly, that would be
Dude, I'm gonna Photoshop this tonight.
Oh my
If you make that on a shirt, I will buy it. I will tell you right now.
It's a shirt request. Let's get a trampoline.
Oh yay!
Glitter and Crisco.
Josh, tell your wife to get her camera ready.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, it's January. Perfect time to be outside right now.
Right? Shirtless on a trampoline
In the
in
snow.
January.
Yeah, we just got like a foot of snow yesterday.
Yeah, we got a lot of
Yeah.
snow around here.
I've been not as much snow in Indiana, but it's been like super icy because it hasn't been above 32 degrees. So it's just like my road's like all ice. Yeah,
Gross.
That's worse.
Yeah.
yeah. And they stopped plowing they go up to by the high school where I live next to, like they go up to that and they just stop plowing. So like my rest of the street is just all ice. So I'm like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Yep.
But this week I've been listening to Ginger's new live album. That's killer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ginger's awesome.
Sick.
I've not heard.
Is that Ginger with a J?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
not heard.
I was listening with a buddy of ours. The song she did with the singer of Korn.
I haven't seen that one.
Mm.
I believe she did one with Korn. If she's the one that does like all the creepy music videos, where it's a lot of like stop and go kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
believe. I might be completely ignorant on this, but I'm pretty
I
sure
can't
it's
confirm.
Ginger I'm thinking of. But that's a good song.
And you can't get fact checked on here, so you're fine.
Yeah, please put a fact check on me. But I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, I'm not. I've
Yeah.
just been listening to the new live album. I haven't done too much outside of that. But yeah, I've been listening to them. I just got back to listening to Rancid. I haven't listened to them in like so long.
Nice. Yeah,
Rancid's
yeah.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, yeah, I stumbled on some Rancid on YouTube the other day. I was like, all right.
I've been. I got all their albums, but like their earlier stuff, like it's good. Like I was listening and Out Came the Wolves today.
Mhm.
That's a great album.
I speaking of Rancid, I also been listening to Operation Ivy, too.
Okay.
So like pre-Rancid,
Mhm.
Rancid.
Yeah,
Operation
every
Ivy.
Rancid.
But like that stuff's really cool too.
Yeah, just what they did was like, and then like everyone tried to be Operation Ivy after that. Like they
Yeah.
set a trend.
Yes,
Right,
they did.
yeah.
Matt Freeman is an amazing bass player too.
Oh,
One of my
That's
favorites.
not true.
Mhm.
And then I've been listening to Elsie Binx, of course, because like one of the best. So
Oh, yeah.
Right, Mean
Yeah.
Girls is such a catchy song.
It is a good song.
I just can't.
That guitar riff, I'm like, can I steal it? It's a good riff, man. I'm like, God.
Guitarist.
Kevin will yell at you.
I know. When I first heard that song live, I was like, dude, I want to play a riff like that. And then I think the beginning of Toxic with the
like that.
yeah, the beginning of Toxic with the radio effect. I really got that idea hammered home when I saw Elsie Binx because they do it at the beginning of Mean Girls, and I was like, okay, yeah, and yeah, so that's kind of the inspiration for that intro, actually.
Shout out to Elsie Binx.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elsie Binx.
you guys ever gonna do a cover of Mean Girls?
We're gonna have to ask Elsie
Oh,
Binx
no.
and Kevin.
Like,
Make sure it's okay.
Kevin. Kevin.
I don't think we could do it. Like they're just too good.
Oh my!
They are too
Suck
good.
up. They are really good.
They are.
Yeah, no, they're really good.
Yeah,
Elsie
they're
Binx, if you're watching.
We love you.
So, yeah, those are some of the best vocal harmonies live that I ever.
Yes.
They're yeah.
Elsie Binx, like they are awesome.
Jen on the keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really good too.
Yeah,
They're all good. They're all.
Yeah, I know they have like a backup singer or a couple different ones that sing with them when they play more home shows. They weren't out on the road with them when they played with us for a few shows at the beginning of last year, but it was just the two of them, and man, like those girls can sing. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron and Jen are just phenomenal, and they just mesh so well together too. It's just
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Yep.
Now I want to see Elsie Binx live one day, and you guys.
Together. How about
Together.
that? Do that.
Preferably in
Binx,
South Bend.
right? If you're hearing this, Elsie Binx, we got plans. Big plans.
We have plans involving you that you don't know about.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just signing them up. Just a forged signature that they'll
that's
play.
Well, now they're hearing about it in an interview, so it's got to happen now, right?
Mhm.
It's gotta
Yeah.
It's
happen.
been recorded. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me.
Of
Very
course.
fun time chatting about true sells, shirt designs, top secret plans, music, everything. Thank you guys so much. But I do got one more thing before we go.
Okay.
What can we expect for 2021?
Ooh. Bunch of fucking rock and roll. That's it. As many
I like
shows as we can possibly do.
Yeah, we gotta make up for
And-
2020.
Yes. And we are going to bring out, I think, one of our best live shows yet. That's what we're working on mainly. So we're going to bring entertainment to every single city we can
Mm-hmm.
and some rock and roll.
Lots of it.
Lots of rock.
Lots of rock and roll.
Motherfucker.
Of course.
Yeah,
You
so-
told him
I'm
you
like,
should have
it's
just
a
said
fake
that he can't swear, and then it would have stopped.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's why there's a little E next to this on iTunes. And thank you guys so much. I'm looking forward to almost conquering the U.S. and the world and the universe. Hopefully soon.
To the moon.
To the
Well,
moon.
hopefully, yeah. Our big goal is Frank wants us to play on the moon.
I want to be the first rock band to play in space. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I want to do it. I don't know how.
Well, it
We'll
was
talk
fun.
to Elon Musk. He'll come up with something.
Right? Josh is like, I just want to play in Germany, and Frank's over here like, let's get us to the moon.
To space. Come
Yeah,
on.
what's
Be
this on
realistic.
Earth business? Like, let's go outside of Earth. I don't know why we're still in Earth.
Right? Go to
Yeah.
Mars.
Yeah, dude, space needs rock.
It was funny. I had a very similar conversation. I don't know if you guys are familiar
Mhm.
with Reality Suite. They're a band out of New Jersey.
Yeah.
They were talking about playing on Mars in my interview that I did a few weeks ago. So,
Oh well,
Okay, that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna tour with
well,
them
we got
to
a band.
space.
We got a band
Yes.
we're gonna play with, so we'll do
there we
Exactly.
go.
a solar system tour.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll take the van.
We'll play 9 shows. We'll include Pluto.
Yeah, Pluto's still a planet, by the way.
yes, it is. I agree with that.
That's going to be the most controversial thing of the whole video.
That's another shirt design. Pluto's still a planet.
Yeah.
There you go.
Quoted.
When I was in school, Pluto was planet, so I'm just going by that. So
Yep.
Exactly.
We all graduated, got our high school diplomas with Pluto being a planet.
Yeah.
That's it.
well, I'm looking forward to the Almas touring in Mars and Pluto, and maybe eventually getting outside the U.S.
Yeah.
In that case, let's add Jupiter because that's the one I want to go to.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, you go.
We'll find a way. We'll just find a way.
So make sure to catch the Almas when they when they come to a city near you or planet or wherever. And make sure to pick up a copy of Truth Sells. It is currently on sale. Plus, they signed the back of it. I got to thank you guys for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
welcome.
And for Crystal, Frank, Josh, Chris, and Andrew, I am Matthew Thomas with Super Cool Radio. Thank you for watching.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
Maddie.
us.